I don't know what I'm wearing, but I definitely think I subconsciously channeled Peg Bundy from that episode of Tales from the Crypt. We're just gonna go with it. Welcome back, Pillow Fighters. If you tuned into the podcast last month in October, we covered a subgenre of horror that is very near and dear to my heart, and that is heavy metal horror. Now, I would personally be remiss if I didn't take the time to cover other awesome heavy metal horror that is out there, because there is a lot. Now, there's also a lot of rock and roll horror and music horror in general, but for today, we are just going to cover metal horror and metal adjacent. That being said, let's get into it. The Devil's Candy. The Devil's Candy follows struggling artist Jesse Hellman, whose family moves into a haunted Texas farmhouse. As demonic forces influence his art and a dangerous former occupant returns, Jesse must protect his family from a growing evil. I absolutely love The Devil's Candy. Ethan Embry was a childhood crush on mine, and this movie reinvigorated that crush, and he is genuinely outstanding in this movie. It's very well made. The artwork is amazing in it. It has some genuinely creepy moments, and it even brought a tear to my eye at some points. Lords of Chaos. Lords of Chaos is a dark drama based on the true story of the Norwegian black metal scene in the early 1990s. The film focuses on Euronymous, the founder of the influential band Mayhem, as he navigates the rise of the genre alongside a descent into violence, church burnings, and rivalry with the volatile Varg Vikernes. Blurring the lines between ambition, rebellion, and destruction, the story explores the tragic consequences of their obsession with chaos and infamy. Lords of Chaos is more of a drama, I guess, than a horror movie in the traditional sense, but it is pretty horrific. I mean, the real life stuff aside, just the movie in general, it has kind of a bit of a dark comedic undertone, but obviously if you know the story of what happened with Euronymous and Varg and the band Mayhem, and you know what happened to him with the murders and all that, which obviously is not a spoiler because it's real life, it's pretty gruesome, pretty horrific, and they depicted that in a pretty disturbing way. And Rory Culkin, he is amazing. I love me the Culkin boys, okay? Give me more Culkin boys and things. Cradle of Fear. Cradle of Fear is a British horror anthology that weaves together 4 gruesome tales connected by a demonic killer carrying out vengeance on behalf of an imprisoned child murderer. Each story explores themes of depravity, violence, and supernatural justice as the victims face horrific fates tied to their own sins. With gore and chaos at its core, the film unites the threads through the sinister presence of Danny Filth, who serves as the embodiment of dark retribution. Cradle of Fear is ridiculous. It's obviously made by the band Cradle of Filth. It's a weird little anthology film that is pure shock content, shock value. It's very dirty, very gross, and if you don't like very gory, graphic, shocking content for the sake of just being shocking and disgusting, this one might not be for you. We Summon the Darkness. We Summon the Darkness follows 3 friends who attend a heavy metal concert and invite a group of guys to a secluded house for an after party. What begins as a night of fun quickly turns deadly when shocking secrets are revealed and a satanic cult's murderous plans come to light. Twists and chaos ensue in this darkly comedic horror thriller about deception, survival, and mayhem. This is a fun horror comedy, and it stars the ever so beautiful Alexandra Daddario, the ever so beautiful David Arquette, and the ever so beautiful Johnny Knoxville. What is wrong with me today? I don't know. I'm a little loopy and goofy today, so this is going to be kind of a loopy one. Anyway, I never expected to see all those actors in one film together, but it works. Anytime you get David Arquette in something, I am there. I love him so much. And fun fact, one of the producers on this is Christian Armagida, who I do horror trivia with, and he is a swell guy. The Lords of Salem. The Lords of Salem follows Heidi, a radio DJ in Salem, Massachusetts, who receives a mysterious record from a band called The Lords. When she plays it, the music triggers disturbing visions and unravels a dark connection to Salem's witch trials. As Heidi's grip on reality crumbles, she becomes the target of a sinister coven's ancient curse, threatening to unleash unspeakable evil on the town. Lords of Salem is another one that's not heavy metal in terms of the plot directly, but it is written and directed by Rob Zombie, and the record that they play at the radio station that gets everything going, yeah, that's pretty f***ing metal to me. Kiss meets the Phantom of the Park. Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park is a campy rock and roll adventure where the members of Kiss use their superpowers to battle a vengeful inventor, Abner Devereaux. Devereaux creates lifelike robotic doubles of the band to frame them and wreak havoc. As the real Kiss discovers the plot, they must confront Devereaux and his army of animatronic creations to save the park and their fans. This film blends music, action, and absurdity in a unique mix of sci-fi and rock spectacle. Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park is absolutely ridiculous in the best way possible. I haven't seen this one since I was a kid, so I don't remember it that well, but it is super dated, super cheesy. I remember it being like the definition of a cult film. Well, I guess now I think of it as that. I guess when I was younger, I didn't think of it as a cult film, but if you're a fan of Kiss, then you've probably already seen this. But if you have not seen it and you're curious about it, I think it's a cheesy, fun little time. Now, these last two on the list, I personally have not seen in full, so I can't really comment on them. But after reading full synopses and seeing clips, they are 100% worth including on this list. Rocktober Blood. Rocktober Blood is about Billy I, a deranged heavy metal singer who is executed for a killing spree targeting his bandmates. 2 years later, Billy seemingly returns from the grave to terrorize Lynn, his former backup singer, as she prepares for a major concert. Blending horror and music, the film delivers a bloody tale of revenge, shocking twists, and heavy metal mayhem. And honestly, I think this is probably my favorite title out of all of the movies, because Rocktober Blood sounds pretty dope. Slaughterhouse Rock. Slaughterhouse Rock follows Alex, a college student plagued by nightmares of gruesome murders on Alcatraz Island. When he and his friends visit the island to uncover the truth, they awaken a vengeful spirit and are forced to battle a malevolent demon. With the help of a ghostly rock singer, Alex, played by Tony Basil, they must confront the supernatural forces to survive. I knew this movie only by its cover. I didn't really know anything about it prior to this month, and after researching it and watching trailers and clips, I'm in love. I don't know how on earth I never watched this movie before, but y'all better believe I'm gonna get on that this week. Shakam Dead. Shakam Dead follows Angel, a struggling guitarist who sells his soul to become a rock star. Transformed into a virtuoso with a taste for fame, fortune, and murder, Angel must kill to sustain his newfound power. As his dark secret unfolds, those around him face the deadly consequences of his deal with the devil in this campy mix of horror, rock, and over-the-top fun. Okay, I have to say though, based on the title and the lead of this film, the way he looks and just the premise of everything, I am sensing some real serious trick-or-treat vibes here. Also, let's not forget Tracy Lords. Hello, love her. So there you have it, more heavy metal horror to add to your playlist. What's your favorite? Have you seen any of these? Which one do you like? Which one do you hate? Hi, it's Future Elissa here. By the way, I could not have picked a better time to freeze frame on myself. I just wanted to take this totally completely random and not at all planned moment to thank you all for your support that you've given us over these last few months. We are still a baby podcast. We started in April, I believe it was, March or April, and just grew faster than we thought that we would at this point. And it's because of anybody who is listening, watching this right now. I know we have a bit of a Halloween hangover still from the Halloween special that we filmed. And so we just took the latter half of the year to rest and recoup and rejuvenate. So again, I just wanted to personally thank you right now for sticking with us through and through. So yeah, I was just watching this and editing it and realizing how grateful I, as well as the other girls, are just to have your support, and the fact that you're still watching and listening is awesome. And I hope we can continue to deliver the goods for y'all and find new ways to do so. So thanks again. Okay, carry on. I know there's some other heavy metal horror out there, but these are the ones that stood out to me the most. If you have any other suggestions, leave them in the comments down below. Otherwise, we will see you next time. And death to false metal.